Welcome back, all you Fabricants and Fleshbags, to the Super Not Funny Show reviews. And today we're reviewing Quantum Leap, episode 11. It's entitled Leap, Die, Repeat. Coming to you from NBC, streaming on Peacock. So, what did I think about it? And should you be watching? Before we get into the review, get down there and hit like on this video. Quantum Leap comes back, with a very interesting and, kind of nostalgic throwback sort of episode that harkens to, stuff like Groundhog Day, or if you like that movie, Edge of Tomorrow. It's all about a time loop that Ben is stuck in because he happens to be there. He happens to leap into a situation that involves a terrible nuclear accident. And in the course of this, he's got to figure out what causes the nuclear accident and how he can save the lives of the people that were involved. At the same time, you have on the outside the crew trying to figure out what exactly caused this time loop, why he was caught in it in the first place, and also what does this mean for future leaps. In particular, what's so good? I think first of all, this episode's good, and what I think is so good about it is that everyone loves a good Groundhog Day riff, but Edge of Tomorrow was really great, and that was very similar. But this kind of puts a quantum leap spin on it in that Ben doesn't leap back to the same person over and over again. He leaps to a different person that was in the scenario. And it leads to like some pretty dramatic stuff and also some really good detective work. But we also get to see the fact that Ben, again, he's really, really good at this. I guess he probably never knew that when he first did a leap, but he's really good at the whole embodying a different person, trying to figure out, what he's supposed to do. And that's a very fun part of this episode as he plays the same scenario from a different perspective. It's kind of like it's a little video gamey, which I think the leap, die, repeat is supposed to reflect. That he gets to see it from different angles and sort of piece together what's actually happening. It's sabotage. Who's responsible for the sabotage? Why? What would cause any of it? That's the fun stuff. But there's some dramatic things going on in here too, and the fact that Addison has to essentially see Ben die in a terrible explosion, and her reaction to it initially is exactly what you would think, is that when he dies, that's it, he's gone forever, and she's lost the love of her life. And so shout out to Caitlin Bassett for her performance in that bit. Very good. She really sells the emotion there, and really the whole team sells it well. But then, seeing that he comes back, then she's a little more flippant until they realize, hey, you actually don't have unlimited tries at this. In fact, if you don't solve it before you leap to the last person, you were going to die for real. So there's like a real urgency to it all. I really enjoyed those aspects of it. In the actual real world, away from the leap, you also have a little more kind of internal drama going on with the team as Magic is kind of forced to make a decision about whether or not to trust Janice on this thing, because she really is, the foremost, I guess, kind of expert on the time travel aspects of everything. And Ziggy is helpful as the AI, but it's not perfect, and her insight helps them to really nail down the fact that the interaction of the explosion with the quantum computer effects kind of causes the time loop, but also it kind of gives them an opportunity to see, like, well, maybe we can trust Janice. Maybe she does really have Ben's best interests in mind, and there's more to it than that. But it does cause some friction with Jen, who thinks she's like completely untrustworthy and they shouldn't do any dealings with her, and causes Magic to sort of put his foot down and make a choice. And I did like a part where she kind of wonders, like, what would have happened. Magic wonders, like, he thinks he kind of owes Janice because he kept her out at her mom's request, and what it had been like if she had been brought in instead? Would they have been in the same situation? And that's a question that they'll always ask, but they do wonder about, they're still wondering about, if there's, at the end of this, there's a big question of, well, this quantum leap technology, it's out in the open now when a bunch of people get it, just like with nuclear power. What's that going to mean for the future of the world? Is the future world, can it be secured when this, kind of dangerous technology is out there? It's a good question. And I think that I like the fact that they used this episode's content, the leap, to kind of pose this question, should we do this? Should we be doing this? And what's the future going to hold if we can't, make this technology safe and, not abusable? I think it's a good question that's going to be following this show as long as it goes on. So all the way around, really enjoyed it. I think it's a good return to form for the show, and that again, Ben, he continues to be just as good a leaper as Sam Beckett was, and I like that the outside stuff going on with the team is really kind of moving forward as well. And hopefully this means Janice is going to kind of come into the fold more. We shall see. But anyway, those are my thoughts on this episode. What do you guys think about it? What do you think about what I had to say? Get down to the comments section. Leave your thoughts there. And, of course, you can always hit me up. SuperNotFunnyShow@gmail.com or at SuperNotFunnyS1 on Twitter. And do me a favor, get down there, hit like on this video, and subscribe, hit the notification bell. All that good stuff helps to grow the channel, helps more people to see these videos. All right, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, thanks for joining me. Come back next week. We're going to be looking at episode 12 of Quantum Leap. Until then, I've been Mo the Poupée, your resident fabricant and commentator extraordinaire on all things pop culture. And I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.